Last time, we indulged in some pretty heavy ethics talk. We're probably not going to be doing that this episode, but I do think this is pretty fascinating. Nonetheless, something that I wanted to mention last time but didn't. I'm really glad that it is such a complex situation in this game presented in such a complex fashion. It's not just obvious...
cut and dry, black and white.
Nothing cut and dry about it at all, and they're actually presenting the argument, and it's pretty fascinating. Something that's very likely to happen is that one moment, the two of us might be going gung-ho in one direction, and then another moment, we might be going gung-ho in the opposite direction. But because it's such a complex situation, we kind of have to we sort of free flow with hypotheticals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm really glad that this game is like that, and that makes me really happy. So, hell yeah, we're the Bittersweet Gamers.
I'm We Squared.
And I'm the Opinionator, apparently trying to become an ethics professor.
And in order to cleanse our refined palates, now we're going to indulge in some teenage debauchery. What? You're really going to request me? I'll be heading over right now then. It'd be helpful if you can clean up a bit before I get there so that it's easier for me. I love cleaning sophisticated rooms like this. It gives me a sense of accomplishment.
Teach, I know I'm paying you and all, but you don't have to say sophisticated. It's all right. I have a CRT television.
If it's for you, Master, I'll happily be covered in dust.
You've really been doing this for a long time, haven't you?
I was about to say, I'm really getting into this role a bit too much. But then, doesn't it pain your heart to see such a cute maid all dirty?
Yes? Would you like to keep talking, Miss Kawakami? Master wants to hear more maid things. I feel it does.
Excellent. Aw, Master. Even though your room is messy, your heart is so clean. How about a 10,000 yen tip?
Now, hold on, miss. By the way, Teeth, I remember thinking perhaps you had some terrible circumstances, a dying mother who you had to raise money for an operation for, something like that.
No, this is my fetish.
That's kind of what I'm wondering, though.
I'll go ahead and get this over with, then.
By the way, I hope you really clean up the room, do something about those shelves over there.
All this dust in the air? This'll do, right? Keeping it a little messy for that shabby chic feel, you know? I don't know how to talk. I'm the teacher.
Are you saying that you actually cleaned the place up so professionally that it's still dirty? That takes skill.
And now, cleaning is complete. I'm out. I'm exhausted.
Working is so hard. Well, she does have two jobs, and she's very seriously a teacher.
That's true.
And
she really gets into this.
Well, she said she doesn't get a whole lot of customers. Well, the ones she has are probably pretty loyal.
I'm not allowed to work overtime during weekdays, so I rush to my part-time job after class ends. On my days off, I have to prepare pop quizzes and homework assignments.
That is the job of a teacher, yes.
And today, I had to clean bathtubs and walk dogs before coming here. There's no time to rest.
Oh, you mean you guys are actually a legitimate maid service and only does the other stuff on the side?
I'd rather not talk about it. I plead the fifth.
Thinking about it, she did say that there were certain services that were unavailable to
I plead the fifth.
Aides. Perhaps you actually have to pay extra for these things, perks.
Oh, speaking of pets, this room smells like a cat. I feed a lot of strays around my house.
Miss Kawakami.
Yes? I like that you raised your hand.
I did. I've been coming to school for a little over 2 months now, right? In your class?
Yeah? I guess.
Have you ever noticed, maybe I just might be bringing a cat to class every single day?
I thought that was a stuffed animal and you were just really weird.
Okay.
I was surprised that you requested me. I didn't think you actually would, even though I've asked you twice now, specifically to call for me.
Well, she clearly has something she really wants to talk about. Or maybe she doesn't.
Aw. You weren't expecting to do anything weird with me, were you?
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what Mishima and Ryuji were thinking.
But of course you weren't expecting to do anything weird with your frickin' homeroom teacher.
But we didn't know that she was...
Oh, I guess you meant that first time, huh?
I mean... I wonder what she wants to hear.
She probably wants to be flattered a little bit, I'd imagine.
I can't say I wasn't.
Well, I guess I can't blame you, considering I'm in this maid outfit. I guess that wasn't the one she wanted to hear.
Ah, oh well.
But that's definitely not going to happen.
No, it's fine, it's fine.
There's nothing more going on here than housekeeping. And I'm your teacher, don't forget that.
I haven't, ma'am.
Besides, I try not to get too involved with my students, so...
I've really noticed
I
that.
try not to get too involved with anything, really.
Except gossip. Remember how she would constantly be gossiping, but then not talk about it in front of the class?
Yeah, you know.
It's really kind of a human attribute.
I need a nap. I'm sticking here. Sorry, just give me 5 minutes. Maybe 10.
Oh, I see where this is going.
Oh, no. Oh, nowhere. And before you know it, time's up. Thank you very much.
I can't help but think that I just paid you to take a nap, but maybe that's really what you needed.
Oh, hey. Do you know of any part-time jobs that pay well?
What do you need all the money for?
I assume you make a lot, since you can afford a maid service. Well, let me know if you do. Actually, I've got money fighting demons in another dimension. I see you can afford drugs, too.
That's less prying, but the directness of that
Yeah.
is maybe harsh. But, I mean, that's what I should say.
Yeah.
You need money?
Well,
I mean, this would be the answer either way.
yeah.
You know,
It's for my little sister. She's sick, so I need money to pay her medical expenses.
Excuse
Nailed
me.
it on the head, yeah.
Yeah, I just said mother instead.
Yeah. Hello? Yes, I made the transfer.
what?
Not enough, but it was the same amount as last week. I see where this is going.
Oh, yeah.
No, yes, I understand. Okay, goodbye.
Just like Sojiro
Mhm.
ended up being involved in some sort of, not racketeering, but...
Something, we don't know for sure.
I guess the only way she was able to get the, to get the care that her sister needed
As
was by
less
getting
than
involved with
scrupulous
some...
people.
Yes, some shady business.
I know a clinic that you could probably take her to.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, wrong number.
You know I have a criminal record, right?
I don't see how that's relevant.
Well, the idea is I probably am pretty good at understanding extenuating circumstances.
Well, I give you an A for vocabulary. Hey, sorry to ask you this out of the blue, but do you happen to have 100,000 yen I could borrow? Oh my god. Wait, never mind. If you did, you obviously wouldn't be living here. Owing one of my students money would be the worst.
Well, I was already planning on grinding a lot of money in
Oh my
Mementos.
god. Really?
I was hoping I could spend some of it, but,
Hey, you may have some money, but be mindful of how you spend it. You shouldn't be wasting it on services like this. Though please call me again. Oh. Yeah.
I requested you
I need the money, so I do appreciate you requesting me. However, you're my student, so if we were to get involved further, things would get complicated. And I, of all things, hate complications. I did warn you. The rest is your responsibility. You're a high schooler after all. Please don't betray me.
100,000 yen.
Oh my god.
All right.
I mean, we're at what, 60,000?
No, we'll be able to have enough. It's just I was hoping I could use that to buy new equipment once it becomes available. Well, we're working on it. Our plan is the next time we get into Mementos
Yes.
to level up Mishima's Confidant afterwards so that then we can fuse a better Onmoraki so we can do the Mementos money farm trick. Which I'm going to do like a crazy madman.
Off screen, of course. 3 more to go.
I thought you said you didn't get requested that often. Well, I'm glad to see that you actually are that busy.
Well, I'll see you later, master.
I guess what it is, it's not that she's not personally requested, but she just gets to business. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. 100,000, huh? Well, that's the right thing to do. After all, we can go to another world and fight demons to get a whole bunch of money.
As alluded to earlier.
So the best thing we can do is to use that money to help.
Yeah. Don't suppose you can tell us the name of the people you owe money to? Hey, Ryuji, I've got a target. Aw, yeah. 2%.
From the TV appearance.
Are the Phantom Thieves just?
I'm so pumped.
I can't believe we were on TV yesterday with Akechi-kun. It was like a dream come true. I can't believe a high schooler moonlights as a detective. He's just like the detective prince. He's smart and handsome. He's almost too perfect.
Ah, the dark side of fangirls.
Too cool.
We had front row seats. I could practically reach out and touch Akechi-kun. I was so nervous. He was really working that uniform and without seeming like a snob. He's a natural at public speaking. I hear he's an orphan who grew up poor. It's part of what makes him so amazing. He wants his last high school memory to be capturing the Phantom Thieves. This isn't a game to him.
Says who?
See, I heard his dad's the head of some big financial conglomerate. I will say, I love that he hates the media. Makes me believe that he doesn't do this for the fame.
I like how they're describing two completely different people, but whatever it takes to make their dream boy appeal to them.
Yes, yes. People say he's so good that he's made enemies in the police force because they're completely corrupt. I mean, oh yeah, apparently yesterday's interview was so popular they're going to air it again tonight.
Man, the detective from yesterday really pissed me off. Was some kind of threat?
Ryuji, buddy, pal.
It's the point he was making. We're not a threat. We're not doing anything wrong. But you can't just say it's okay to if you're
Right.
part of the police, you can't just say it's okay to let somebody who you have no control over, you have no idea what type of actions they're going to take.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do.
You're not even sure how they're doing it.
Yeah.
Let's see him do it then.
But it's a complicated deal because of course
And Ryuji's the least complicated one here.
so that's why he gets so mad.
If someone else could help him, we wouldn't be doing stuff as the Phantom Thieves to start with.
Which is why I think what we're doing is right.
Yeah.
It's just this is the necessary relationship.
You have to keep everything in the proper perspective.
I mean, we're naturally doing something like this, going to be enemies with the police. But
Yeah.
that doesn't mean we're doing something wrong.
Right.
We can't go declare war on the cops after all.
Ow!
Yes!
This was for burping at you earlier, wasn't it?
You bet.
You're being way too loud.
Of course she's eating something.
Who cares? Everybody's talking about this stuff anyways. They'd just be more suspicious if we were whispering.
It's true.
Hey, you really just gonna keep eating and eating and eating those things all by yourself?
She must be a stress eater.
Give me some!
I think he's the stress
Sorry.
eater.
Just ate the last one.
Oh my god, hurry up and kiss already!
Right?
You guys are too laid back. The police are getting involved now, you know.
There's no evidence.
So you think it's true? We'll be okay if we keep doing this, right?
I'm not going to go on again about this.
Right.
But it's not that there's more evidence than you think.
Yeah, I guess
It
you're
is
right.
so easy to place these 3 people at both Phantom Thieves incidents.
You're
the
right.
highest profile ones.
You're right.
And if you start to look into the fan site, like, sure, a lot of that stuff is fake, but sometimes these 3 can be placed. And Mishima is in the same class as 2 of them.
That's correct also.
So
I mean, there was that reporter that saw them leaving Madarame's house.
Yeah, and the security detail that Madarame paid.
True.
It's only a matter of time until they get caught like this.
Yeah.
We can't let the cops scare us out of being Phantom Thieves.
Just be careful.
But
Yeah.
what about that weird guy from Madarame's palace? Isn't there a lot we don't know?
And also, come up with an alibi for your placement and try to avoid making it so easy to be placed at these things.
Yeah.
The hell?
Well.
You 3 seem to be having so much fun. I'm a little jealous.
Are you snooping on us again?
Is she finally gonna come out and confront him about it?
You said before, we don't know nothing.
It's not against the law for them to freaking hang out. 2 of them are in the same class, and 2 of them are childhood friends. They don't overlap.
Well, no, there's nothing unusual about 3 students hanging out, but she's been trying to dig up dirt on them.
Why do you think I'm here to question you?
Because you're always here to question us, or follow us awkwardly with a book.
Could it be that you're hiding something?
No.
My ears are always open to the troubles of my peers, you know.
Man, you know, from the thieves' perspective, how would you deal with this? I mean, if you, like, coming clean, for instance, would be a big gamble. It could completely pay off and get this dealt with. Could make her an ally.
Yeah, especially because she's directly being affected by
of course,
an adult, and that's probably...
But Juno doesn't know this. That is possibly...
Well, it just occurred to me, if Kobayakawa does have a palace, that's where she's going to get her persona.
You're absolutely right. Man, I hope he does.
I know!
The thing is, though, if you come clean, it also could backfire completely. So
yes.
It's like a huge gamble. So
I don't think the risks are worth it.
No, they're not.
Until we know more information.
You're right.
You're really that hungry for a good letter of recommendation? Of course you are.
Also, the reputation that she has is kind of lapdoggy, and these 3 of all people certainly just despise the school administration.
Oh yeah.
For fine reasons. So since they think she's a lapdog, because Makoto keeps to herself and people don't really know her.
And because An heard the rumors.
That's right! I forgot about that.
Yeah, because they both heard information that makes them think the wrong thing about each other. That's why the situation exists.
That is exactly correct.
Nobody would take on your annoying job if they weren't.
What's that supposed to mean?
Rivals!
A little like lightning thing when they glare at each other.
You're student council president, right? Wouldn't you have known about Kamoshida?
Of course not. He honestly was a good teacher until that day.
Oh,
but you always take the teacher's side. That's what a good council president does, right?
Until that day.
Yeah, she must have known Kamoshida before he went crazy or whatever.
Now, we had theorized a while back that at some
Palaces
point...
aren't natural?
Yeah,
You know?
that at some point the normal people with perversions or some type
Twisted,
of darkness...
distorted desires.
No.
Oh.
Normal people like this don't just form palaces.
Yeah.
And if this persona is in the same world as all of the other ones, then why wouldn't something like this have happened before?
Yeah.
That's why I'm theorizing that, it's the spreading of mementos that enabled palaces
Yeah.
to be made. Even Morgana said people didn't used to get palaces.
Yeah.
So what I was theorizing was, if a palace can be, or if a person has desires that become distorted around mementos, it begins to form a palace.
Right.
The palace, like, it's like a spiral. The palace makes the distortion worse, causing the person to act worse and make their desire even worse, which in turn makes them act more and builds on the palace.
And if that's true, then what we're doing is just.
Absolutely.
Because we're not, like someone mentioned earlier, like, the victims are also benefiting from this.
Yeah, the victims are the ones who always are on the thieves' side.
Yes.
So, yeah!
Aha!
So it's possible that all these people really might have been... No, anyway.
Yeah.
Then how about you? What did you do for your friend?
Oh.
You were much closer to her than I was. So how did you help?
There wasn't any way to help. By myself, I couldn't do anything for her.
She was being pressured too. She was a victim,
Yeah.
not quite in the same way, but...
There's no need to shout.
If those Phantom Thieves are out there helping people, I'd root for them, no questions asked.
Blunt and to the point. We love you, Ryuji.
He wouldn't be in character if he didn't say stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that is the predictable answer from him too. I mean, not that he's calculating in any way to think of something like that.
Gotta be more dependable than some people I know.
Oh.
Just make sure you show up to your classes, all right?
Wow. I wonder if, after hearing that from An, if she's...
Like, her resolve might have been shaken. Not that her resolve was particularly strong against them to begin with.
That's
She
exactly what I
only
was
doing
going to
this
say.
because Kobayakawa is a shitlord.
Yeah, he's forcing her to do this.
Yeah. She doesn't have a stake in outing the Phantom Thieves.
You know what I asked earlier? About whether we'll be okay if we keep this up? I take it back. I'd be ashamed to let it end now.
There we go.
Hell yeah. It's about time we find our next target, too.
Only I could.
Oh, I see. Well, coming clean with her would be the right call, but how would anybody know that?
Right.
Comments are coming in at an alarming rate. However, negative ones seem to be more prominent.
It is the internet!
A criminal group with unknown goals that does whatever it wants in the name of justice. Huh.
Akechi fan 997.
It's probably because of Akechi. TV's got some crazy sway.
It's the truth.
He's free to deny our actions, but being cursed by his influence is another thing entirely.
Just when we were starting to get people to believe in us, too.
Negative press is good press. So to speak.
To a large degree. Well, the thing is, if they can keep producing more stories, we should really get to Mementos, then
Well, you know.
that'll increase the number of fans.
Right.
All we gotta do is take down another hotshot, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, do you have any ideas who this next hot shot could be?
We do, but we haven't gotten to him in the story yet.
I ain't got a thing yet. Damn it, this is real irritating.
It's too bad we can't go after the principal.
Right?
By the way, what's up with that luggage?
What is up with that
Oh,
luggage?
I decided to leave the school dorms.
Huh.
I'm going to be an itinerant. I'll wander around and sleep under...
You are not only filthy, but too noisy as well. No true art could come from such a place.
I'm moving in with Han.
What are you gonna do then? You can't go back to that shack, right?
I was planning on staying
What?
An's house.
I mean, her parents generally aren't ever there.
That's true.
I imagine they would be extremely surprised to come home and find out that she's shacking up with some boy.
I've even prepared a thank you gift. I hope it's to your parents' liking.
He'd be suave enough to smooth it over.
Very possibly.
What? There's no way that's gonna happen.
Darn it!
Impossible.
I hate it when I do
Trigger
that.
finger, huh?
Yeah.
You're the impossible one.
Seriously, I'm gonna shack up with the.
You would turn me down? How can this be? Maybe he should just live with Ryuji.
I don't like where this is going.
But I spent everything I had on these delectable Japanese sweets.
That's dirty, man.
It's probably gonna work too.
That's not the
Okay,
issue
no.
here.
Seriously, though, what are we gonna do about him?
Oh my god. Okay, nope, it's gonna be Ryuji's place. It's got a whole Teddy Yosuke thing going on.
Do it.
It's way too small. Plus, my folks had never agreed to it.
Wow, he actually didn't shoot that down right away with the type of vitriol I was expecting.
Ryuji's a good person.
What? You know that's right. What? A friend in need? Well, I mean, the answer's still no.
I
but-
may not like him very much, but he's still a pal.
Well, seeing as Yusuke is an important member of our team, I'll lend
Are you
a
going to
hand.
turn it into a house?
Come stay at our place. It's dirty, but at least you'll have somewhere to
Ha-
sleep.
I mean, what's he gonna do? Hey, Sojiro-san, I found this artist. Can I keep him?
You know, you really shouldn't keep adopting things you find on the street. I mean, the cat's okay, but...
Why are you the one calling the shots?
Don't you two live in a cafe? I've been wondering about that for a while. Yonkin's not too far, is it?
Living above the cafe is really, really difficult when he's cooking. Oh, it smells so good.
Yeah, everything always smells like curry, but that's okay because everything also smells like cat. So...
And coffee. Ah, 3 thieves.
Oh.
Nope. And the cafe's only a minute walk from the station.
How about we go there now?
Hey, party at Jiro's.
We can have a party to celebrate Madarame's change of heart.
I thought that's what the amusement park was for, but I guess we didn't get a scene out of it, so...
Well, you know, I suppose Sojiro's not going to turn down the business.
Especially if An's there.
Oh, good idea. We can make it a welcome party for Yusuke, too.
Sweet.
Now, hold on a second!
All right, it's decided.
I need to talk with Sojiro-san before I go putting someone else up for it.
Well, now just having a celebration there is one thing.
I know.
Better leave a really big tip, dude.
Sorry to cause you trouble. By the way, I prefer sleeping on a futon.
It'll be up to you to convince the chief.
He just arbitrarily decided to move in.
What a nice smell.
This place looks so outdated. Can't say I hate it,
What was
though.
that?
People refer to that as retro.
Who are they?
Who the hell are all you people? What are you going to do?
Hello.
A girl, too?
This guy has really helped us a lot lately.
This guy.
I bet you're the ones doing all the helping.
Wow.
No, really, he's been great.
Huh.
Well, if a girl says it, I can't really shoot it down.
Sit down. This round will be on the house.
Oh, yeah.
Sojiro's a good guy,
You're
too.
helping, though.
Of course.
Well, hey, this is time to show off.
Yeah.
Wow, it's delicious.
Indeed. There's great depth to its acidity.
Okay, he can stay. That's what he's gonna say.
Oh yeah, I remember now. I think I've seen Leblanc mentioned in a magazine before.
That was a long time ago.
For real? Oh, give me a taste.
And he just takes hers.
Ah,
Some people just don't like coffee.
Of course. I mean, geez, as picky as you are, I can make a cup of coffee that you like.
Yeah, I know. I normally don't drink coffee unless Damon makes it.
But Ryuji, puh.
Poo-poo. Get out of my store. Burp.
ah, it's so bitter. This has got to be cruel and unusual punishment.
That's what coffee is.
I didn't drink coffee when I was a kid either.
And neither
Oh.
did I.
I didn't.
These are your friends, yeah? Go on and take them up to your room. No need to stay down here.
No, they're just 3 strangers I met on the street.
By the way, one of them is gonna live here, but he's the one who likes the coffee.
Ooh, I want to see.
It's only an attic.
Oh, man. Nah, that bitter taste just won't leave my mouth.
You are digging yourself such a hole in here.
Thank you very much for the drink.
Up these stairs. Oh, and thanks for the soda.
got the painting.
So you're,
Did you see how he, like, was doing beard stroking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
On to Kamaki.
Anchan, huh? It's a nice name.
There's the eyebrow.
You got a boyfriend?
Nope, never have either.
Hey, you gotta get up here. This place is freaking insane.
It is no mistake that Ryuji was the next one to speak after a statement like that.
Go on.
Oh, right. Thank you for the coffee.
You like how he wasn't sleazy?
Sheesh. They had to leave the Mona bag down here.
Meow.
Sweet girl.
Well, Sojiro approves, but unfortunately she's not the one we're going to be asking if she can stay.
What do you think of this room? I don't know where to begin.
Fanatic.
It seems quite ordinary to me.
He's used to sparse.
For real?
Oh,
See? Ain't this crazy?
This game is really getting, I feel like, a lot more personality lately.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always liked it, of course, but I feel like it's been really exceptional for a little while.
it's cleaner than I thought it would be.
Like, it's
Well,
really...
that's because I came and cleaned it up yesterday.
It's like the game has really hit its stride.
Yeah.
So that's freaking awesome.
What?
Well, sit wherever you'd like.
We've got a couple chairs.
We're all over the news. Even those who previously believed in us have been influenced by the comments made on TV.
Weren't you saying something about this? We did see that, try that again. Weren't you saying something about this?
About what? Specifically?
About these guys being on TV? Like their
Yeah,
faces
yeah.
being shown on TV
Well,
because of the interview?
specifically Jiro's, because he's the one who was spoken to, so the camera would have zoomed in on him. Ryuji was right next to him, so he might have been on the shot as well. On wouldn't have been in frame, until they zoomed in.
But I mean...
I think that might have been part of Akechi's plan.
Well, because it does expose Jiro to the media, which could be problematic later.
Especially since he has a criminal past.
And remember, this is yet another thing that places him in a curious connection with the Phantom Thieves, isn't it?
As a supporter. Sort of.
Yeah.
This is all that effing Akechi's fault.
I mean, it is.
Keep it down. We don't want anyone hearing us.
What, something
At this
sketchy
rate,
up
we're
there?
just going to worry everyone instead of give them courage.
We need to find a way to make our rightfulness known to society. It's time we think about our next move. You were planning on discussing that today, right?
Yes?
First, we need to search for a candidate.
I mean, that's never going to be easy.
It's not like we're just gonna stumble upon some important target, though.
Plus, you need to get all the data in order to do the search for the Metaverse Nap app.
Right, but you got to find a potential target before you can try and use the app to search, right?
Right, yeah.
You guys don't know anyone, do you?
Well, actually,
I don't.
I mean, mentioning Shido is one thing, but...
yeah.
I mean, that's clearly later.
Me neither.
What do you think, leader?
Sleepover!
What about the news?
Well, there probably are a lot of famous targets on TV.
That is how TV works.
However, the suspects on the news are already being pursued by the police.
That wasn't what I meant, but okay. I mean, I was saying, what about look for somebody who seems kind of sketchy?
Yeah, but if they're famous enough, Madarame didn't seem sketchy.
Well, that's
It was
right.
the rumors and whatnot.
Look, Shido is on the news.
Yeah, he doesn't seem sketchy.
Not to Jiro. Jiro says he's sketchy.
That's fair, that's fair.
Even if we make them confess their crimes, the police will take the credit. That won't do.
That makes sense.
Damn it. Never gonna prove Akechi wrong at this rate.
Man, calm down. Just be a little more patient.
I like how he keeps...
What the?
That was a stomach growl. I like how Ryuji is always touting something like, I want to prove Akechi wrong, I want to get famous, but his heart's really in the right place.
Yeah.
He just doesn't have a filter.
That's
So
really good.
He speaks what he feels at that moment the strongest.
Yeah.
Sorry. I haven't eaten anything since yesterday.
Oh my god, Yusuke.
I really am an itinerant artist. Homeless, living under the stars.
And you spent all your your money on that box of sweets?
Dude, how much did you have?
Anyway, we'll just have to sit tight until we can find another target. So... how about that welcome party?
Someone's excited.
I like how Sayuri's wrapped up over there in the purple.
Yeah, definitely.
I think I found something. Isn't that a portable stove?
I mean, Sayuri is the most valuable thing to Yusuke, so
Yeah.
of course he's going to keep it around and everywhere he goes and keep it safe.
Yeah.
Can't we make hot pot on it?
Yes!
Do you have ingredients?
That sounds great. I've heard that eating hot pot together brings people closer.
I heard it on the internet. It must be true.
Hot pot is so good.
Anything with meat's fine by me.
Basically, you can throw whatever you want in there.
Oh, I see.
I only ask that we finish it off with porridge. Extra parsley, of course.
I live off porridge. I don't have any income.
That actually makes a lot of sense. He's talking about okayu, rice porridge.
Ah.
It's... Well, anyway. Enough food.
So, what do you say?
Yeah, don't get started. Don't look at me. I don't have any input.
I don't see why acceding to his request is a problem, though,
Right.
I mean, I'd rather finish it with udon, but fine by me.
Okay, hot pot it is.
Come on, let's go buy ingredients.
I really
Oh.
want to go eat hot pot now.
Well, I'll need ginkgo nuts, wonton wrappers, and...
We'll take care of the shopping.
Yeah.
Could you borrow a pot from downstairs while we're out? We can split the cost later.
Is this coming out of the mission funds?
Not if they're all
Looks like
going.
this welcome party is going to turn out quite lively.
Hooray!
We should go grab that pot and set up the portable stove, too.
Make
Actually-
sure not to burn the attic down. What?
Actually, this is kind of making me real happy.
Yeah.
These are the sorts of scenes that I really love to see.
I heard you're all having hot pot for dinner.
Isn't it pretty weird? We kind of come to a cafe, but instead of eating the food at the cafe, we cook it ourselves.
I have taught you well.
Want to join us?
Don't you know how busy I am? Look at all these people here. You guys go have fun.
Well, he doesn't want to get in the way, but this way he's been invited.
Yeah. Her name was An, right? She's a nice girl.
Heh, 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 heh.
Despite her flashing looks. She said your friend doesn't have anywhere to go. Asked if I could take him in for a bit. I can't resist a pretty young lady such as that. I guess she thought it'd be too pitiful for you to ask, since you're already freeloading. Anyway, I should have a big pot somewhere around here.
That went way easier than I was expecting.
Right?
But of course, An should be able to get
Yeah,
anything
yeah.
out of him.
Where did I put that pot? Try looking around. Maybe in the kitchen. No, that's a payphone. That's the table. Are you even trying? Well, that is technically the pot. Hey, aren't you gonna need a pot for that? And if you're gonna take any food out of there, then you better pay up.
Hold on, you mean I haven't been eating for free this whole time? Ah, I found an old earthenware vessel. It should be big enough.
We firing up a kiln? Ah, you found it.
That should make really good hot pot or stew or anything.
It's almost time for the others to get back from their shopping trip, so I'll leave you be. I'll be down here for a while, though. Just be careful with that fire, okay? Putting a lot of trust in him.
Yeah, I really like that.
I love Sojiro.
And now, on to the hottest meet and greet segment of our show.
Uh-oh!
That's a problem.
After his last appearance was so well received, we decided to bring back this fine gentleman today. It's the high school detective, Goro Akechi.
This tastes a bit bland. But I'm relieved. A lot's happened, but it seems your grades haven't dropped. School's been going fine.
Bust her ass.
I'm more worried about you, sis. Are you tired? You're probably lacking sodium.
Do I seem so?
But hypothetically speaking, if these Phantom Thieves are real,
This is just not going to go well.
No.
I believe they should be tried in a court of law.
That's quite the statement. Are they committing crimes? Some people even say that the thieves are actually helping their victims abandon their evil ways.
What the artist Madarame did truly was an unforgivable crime. However, they're taking the law into their own hands by judging him. It is far from justice. More importantly, you should never forcefully change a person's heart.
Is it a crime to manipulate someone's heart?
I mean, no, but these means are so extreme and so potentially... I mean, I'm not saying yes, and I'm not saying no. It's not for one person to decide in any case.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on the means, yes. He's absolutely right.
Even if it makes someone admit their evil deeds and helps make them pay for their crimes?
Well, I mean, you can't go kill murderers.
Well, no, but we're not talking about killing murderers.
Why the sudden interest?
No reason.
It's nothing.
Do you believe that these allies of justice exist?
Of course, she's working on this herself, but she's just not bothering her sister with it.
Yeah.
Oh, of course not.
You don't need to think about such unnecessary things. You understand what I'm trying to say, right?
Don't stick your nose in it.
Basically, it seems like everyone in her life is trying to push her around and make her be something in particular.
Yeah.
And that's probably why she's starting to get...
Crack?
Yeah, you can see it so far.
Yeah.
Study hard and go to a prestigious college.
Moving up in the world is difficult as a woman. Yet you can't do much if you don't have the authority. I'll use every method necessary to make it happen. All you need to do is remain focused on what must be done now for your future's sake.
This is hard. It's hard to comment on somebody else's situation like this because she could be pushing her too hard in a way that she just doesn't want to go. But on the other hand, she basically has had to, I'm assuming, take over the position of, like, head of the family, you know?
It would seem so,
like
judging from the scene, yeah.
Yeah, it's like she's having to raise her, so how could she just let her faff about and do nothing and, like, waste herself?
Well, it's like... Is she pushing...
We don't know. We don't know.
You know, there just isn't really anything to comment on.
I mean, it seems like she is, but we just need more information on this.
It's like she should be pushing Makoto to live the life Makoto wants to live.
But in as responsible a way, like, she should be pushing her to succeed at what it is that her goals are, and she should be pushing her to help her find a goal for herself.
But that doesn't seem to be what she's doing.
Yeah.
She seems to be saying, you need to go grow up, graduate, and go into a prestigious college like I did.
But by the same token, what she's saying isn't exactly a bad idea.
I know, but not gonna get into it.
Now...
Does everyone have the same ringtone?
Yes. It's fine.
That is a really good point. There is no variation in ringtones.
Just someone with like a gotta, or like a bzz, 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 or something.
How unrealistic.
Oh, that case.
What must be done? Justice.
If those Phantom Thieves are out there helping people, I'd root for them, no questions asked.
I forgot Ryuji actually said something.
No, this is what he said.
Oh, you're right, you're right.
I wonder if she's going to approach them of her own volition.
Probably. I bet.
What do I want to do?
Yes!
Oh, I can't eat another bite.
Good lord, they polished that off.
Again, dude? Don't you have any, like, sense of restraint?
That was delicious, Lady Ann. I'm sure you'll make a wonderful bride some...
Sorry. I'm gonna have to borrow the sofa.
It is a sleepover, isn't it?
It is now!
Ryuji! Oh, and Morgana!
What's wrong, Yusuke?
Didn't even notice it for a moment.
She didn't even get all that angry.
We haven't finished our meal. What about the porridge? Or even udon?
Just leave it for next time, man.
But I don't know where my next meal is coming from, so I have to eat as much as possible now.
I'm so skinny.
She's asleep already?
She's comfortable.
It'd be weird if she wasn't tired. We should let her sleep.
By the way, Ryuji, how do you know An?
Hey, excellent.
Is everyone fighting over her?
I don't know. Maybe.
Huh? Oh, we went to middle school together.
What was Lady An like back then?
Not so different from now. Once we got to high school, we ended up in different classes and stopped talking. I don't think she had many friends.
I became a delinquent. She became a model. You know how it is.
That's interesting, isn't it? That she didn't have many friends. I guess it would be because she's so different.
Yeah.
I mean, she grew up overseas. Plus, there's her looks. The popular kids hate her. The quiet ones stay away.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
I see. So, what about you two?
Us?
We just randomly bumped into each other one day. And
Yeah, pretty much.
basically became best friends.
This is a great opportunity to get to know each other better.
I am so alone.
You know every detail of my past at this point. It's only fair you tell me every detail of yours.
Touché!
So you got nothing to lose, huh? Alright, I'll tell you. It's just a normal story about a rotten kid, though.
Ooh.
My dad left when I was young. Ever since then, it's just been me and my mom. I was actually trying to get a track scholarship so I can make things easier for her. In the end, I just screwed it all up. Turns out I'm a pretty bad son, huh? Back when I was a first year, my mom got called out to school for me raising my hand at Kamoshida. All the teachers kept hounding her for what I did, but she just stayed quiet through it all. I'll never forget the look she had on her face, though.
I see. So she was completely supportive the whole time, but...
Right, right.
On the way home, she apologized to me.
Oh,
Wow.
For
God.
being a single mom and all.
So that's what happened.
Poor Ryuji.
Right?
They say at school that everyone is equal, but in reality that's a gross oversimplification. I understand how you feel.
Well, when it comes to getting labeled, nobody's got it worse than this guy.
Ah, good old this guy.
Is this about his past?
Yes, go into it, please.
Now that I think about it, we never have heard the details.
Even you, Morgana?
Damn brat! I'll sue!
If you keep this up, then I'll report about the money. Is that fine with you?
Well...
All I have to say is that you did it on your own, and it's over.
But I just did as I was told.
He doesn't care.
Who do you
Scum.
think I am?
This is obviously something that's... It's really important, but...
That means that Ryuji knows something on him. Jiro, sorry, the Ryuji's not here.
No.
Something about the money.
Yeah.
Hey, make this statement to the cops.
Well, that's one of the reasons that he went after Jiro so hard, is because he knew something. So he had
Yeah.
to smack him down to make sure that he never did anything with it.
This kid suddenly attacked me.
So that's it!
Oh my god.
And that's why it wasn't like a self-defense deal.
I see. Or protecting her.
Yeah, because no one would ever charge someone for that.
Yeah.
If you even try to say anything else, you know what'll happen to you, right?
Huh? But
Yeah, he fell on his own.
You fell on your own.
Shut up. You're done for.
Oh, I really want to get mad about
You're
this.
gonna learn what happens when you cross me.
Excuse me, folks. We received a complaint about an argument here. Is something the matter?
He was making such a ruckus.
It's you, sir.
It's that right there.
Ah.
And because of that, no one can actually go against him.
Bah, this bull.
So what happened? Explain it to the good officer.
The thing that gets me about it is that it's so simple and so straightforward. It's so obvious. I want to get just like really angry, but
There's not a point in getting angry at it right now.
Not right now.
Save it
Young
for...
man suddenly attacked him. He shoved this gentleman to the ground.
Save it for later, David.
Oh, it'll come up.
And this man got injured.
And how awful for her to have to say this, knowing what it's doing to Jito's life.
It's as she says.
At least he's still a minor. I mean, you can come back from that.
Yeah.
Also, make sure you deal with this so my name isn't mentioned at all.
I don't want people to know that I'm a drunk asshole.
Just such open corruption. So open about it, my God.
You understand what that means, correct?
Hell, he could probably threaten them with crap, too.
Yeah, of course he could.
Yes, sir. Hey, cuff him. Understood.
Just listening to it pisses me off.
Yes, exactly.
I understand having, like, a loud, a serious difference of opinion, and nobody's backing down, and it's like a serious slog-out fight. But it's that type of just rank corruption. I just can't handle it. Ugh.
God damn it! You got an assault on your record just for that.
The woman sounds quite horrible as well. She stayed quiet this whole time.
She's a victim too. It's not her fault.
That man is just the kind of person whose heart we should steal. Who is he? And where can we find him?
He's gonna tell them who it is, and they'll be like, who? Oh my God. Oh.
Wow. Does he not want to say, or...
He might be blocking it subconsciously.
Or maybe he's trying to move on. Like, move on from everything, not be
Yeah.
a victim. That's how I'm gonna take it.
But he needs to confront this. He needs to confront that asshole.
I don't remember.
You can't remember, huh? Well, it was at night, and I'm sure you were in shock after getting arrested.
Even though I heard him at the Wilson.
He recognized him, but he clearly didn't recognize him like a lot. That must actually be the truth.
I understand all too well the pain of not being able to remember important details of your life.
The victim's personal information is always kept secret. Identifying that man will prove difficult. Besides, the courts already made their ruling, didn't they? Even if we manage to get revenge, his past record won't go away.
That's true.
Right.
I can't stand it. This world is so messed up. The weak are left to fight for themselves while rotten adults get away with whatever they want.
It's the rotten part, not the adult part.
Yeah.
And those in power don't do anything to help the situation.
Can't we fix this, though? Nobody would even know.
I mean, this is the appeal of the vigilante. Is dealing with the guys that slip through the cracks.
We just need to show the world what true justice is. We'll make them come to their senses.
You're right, Yusuke. That's gotta be what our powers are for.
Sounds good to me. The flashier our missions are, the cooler we end up looking.
Okay.
Whatever.
You've all taught me so much.
What are you guys getting all excited about?
I heard Ryuji bellowing like the caveman he is.
Well, she missed out on a lot.
Sorry. Did we wake you up?
Didn't he already tell her?
Nah, not really. I've been up for a while.
There we go.
There we are.
Still, this weird feeling came over me while I was listening to you guys. It almost feels like I've known you all forever.
What?
Do you think it's because our backgrounds are so similar?
Well, they just fit in so well.
Yeah.
Well, it sure ain't because of anything good.
Similar, huh? I'm the only one who doesn't fit in.
You're a cat. You fit in everywhere.
I don't know. Doesn't he fit in just the same, for the exact same reason?
Yeah.
He's the only person who thinks that.
I don't have any past to look back on. No memories.
What do you mean? We could search the whole world and we wouldn't find a bigger misfit than you.
You're a treasure-humping, talking magic cat who can go to another dimension at will. And you can turn into a van.
Oh yes, let's not forget the essential detail here.
Again, no bigger misfit.
The reason we're going to Mementos is to get your memories back, right?
Allegedly.
I'm sure your past will be just as troubled as ours.
This isn't a contest, you know.
No doubt.
Well, if it's a contest, An would lose. I'm not saying she's not lonely, but compared to everybody else, she's got it nice.
Yeah.
We'll see about that.
I actually feel like I've known Morgana for a really long time, too.
I wonder what this means.
That is strange.
It's so strange. I can't really put it into words.
We're not going to get some sort of Final Fantasy VIII thing going on, are we?
Oh God, please no.
Look, I'm helping you guys out for my own sake. Don't get me wrong.
But Baka.
Yeah, you can't be... Don't worry, we won't tell anybody that you're actually nice. I mean, you're a cat, how could you be?
If you don't get stronger, investigating mementos won't be anything but a pipe dream.
That sure was a quick turnaround. 1 second you're depressed, the next you're acting all tough.
I mean, really, it's not stronger that we need, it's the richer.
Yeah.
All joking aside, let's take this seriously. We should go as far with it as we can. I want to punish those corrupt adults and give courage to people in trouble.
That's always been the mission goal.
Only we can do that.
Ha! You can say that again.
Being a member of the Phantom Thieves will surely help me grow, both as an artist and as a person.
Of course. You're under my tutelage after all. There's nothing we can't accomplish.
I wonder if there's going to be something like this every time there's a new member.
I hope so.
Yeah.
These are really nice.
It really gets you to know that the characters have relationships with each other and really fit in as a team. You know?
Yeah.
Well, I hope we can keep this up. We should be all right with you as our leader.
Leave it to me!
Whoa, it's this late?
I guess now's a good time to call it for the night.
Oh, that reminds me. The owner said you're free to crash here, Yusuke.
What?
Remember?
Well, yeah, he said that she asked, but he didn't say that he agreed.
Oh, well, he didn't say he disagreed,
That's
too.
true.
I took it to mean
Okay.
that he was like, yeah, it's fine.
That's very kind of him.
You convinced him, didn't you? You go, Miss Older Dude Charmer.
It's the blonde hair.
What kind of nickname is that?
I can't turn away someone who likes good coffee.
I won't be able to sleep unless I take a bath.
There's a bathhouse nearby, so you can go there. I won't be able to join you, though.
Screw water.
Oh, that sounds great. I want to come too. How about you, An?
You guys go on ahead. I should get going. Well, good night, Morgana.
No mixed bathing, huh?
Darn it, I forgot about that.
I need to turn back into a human soon. I can't let her get taken by someone else.
Oh, poor kitty.
Huge bathtubs really are the best. An's missing out.
Great. Just what I wanted to see. A bathing scene with dudes.
It's a bit hot, though.
It's a bath.
Old guys like it hot for some reason. I'm sure he'll stop eventually.
How far does it go? 200 degrees Celsius? Oh, listen to that squeaking noise.
You know, I've been wondering for a while now.
Okay, I gotta... I gotta get this out of my system. So the dorms I stayed in when I was in Japan, in order to take a shower in the morning, I had to, like, I always had to share the the dorm shower, and there were usually a few other people in there. I finally had to start waking up super early to do it because I couldn't do it. I couldn't take a shower with anybody else because, I mean, you get over the awkwardness really fast when everybody else treats it all as completely normal.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But the thing is everybody there put the water on so hot. Like, I take hot showers. I take really hot showers and I like hot baths, but I felt like I was being boiled alive. And so what happened was I'd have to turn the water, like the cold water, up to make it less hot. And meanwhile, like, the other people around me would see that the water is getting less hot, and so they would start turning the water hotter.
So it all used the same water source?
Well, you know, like,
I don't know how plumbing works.
Yeah, it's like how like pipes are connected? Like if you turn on hot water, like
Oh yeah, my sink's hot. Yeah.
yeah, if you turn it on there and then you go to like another sink, then that one's gonna be warmer.
Oh, okay.
So it's like we were having like a duel of trying to get the water hotter, and I was just boiling.
So you just got up early, so you didn't have to mess with it.
I couldn't handle it.
Squeak.
You're a murderer, old man.
Squeak.
You're just boiling these poor kids.
I dig that
What do you
sound.
think about On? As a girl, I mean.
I guess this is what we talk about when it's just the guys.
She's a little dumb, but
Little bit.
honestly, she is gorgeous.
Oh, you straight up said it.
Oh
in that
yeah.
case, her looks totally make up for her overbearing personality.
I'll be sure to share what you've said with On.
Foolish Ryuji.
Oh, please don't. Seriously?
That aside, we need to hurry and find our next target.
Oh, you guys are the Phantom
About that,
Thieves.
though, is targeted famous people enough?
It's always the people in the background you gotta watch out for.
And he's still turning it up.
Steam.
Seeing people's reactions these days has been making me think twice about what we do.
Really?
True. Pursuing only what's best in the short term may end up becoming fruitless for us.
Ah, I see.
That's surprising that even Ryuji is starting to maybe question it a little bit.
We need a strategy to appeal to the public.
I think he meant the strategy they were taking.
Yeah, okay.
Oh? What do you got in mind?
Do I look like someone who could come up with such a thing?
Well, you're the smart one.
I was an idiot for asking. I'm more like the charge commander, and Morgana's a specialist of that world. Still.
The death begins soon.
You have to add until you're satisfied, Gramps.
What? Where am I?
I can't stand it anymore.
Yeah, this is familiar.
Anyways, let's meet up again early next week. I'll contact everyone.
Meanwhile, so Ryuji has a normal reaction. Meanwhile, Yusuke and Jiro are like 784 degrees Celsius. This is a normal bath.
Well, this is going to be a little interesting. Having Yusuke here.
I guess Confidant events should be pretty easy to come across then, huh?
Yeah, maybe this is how we get it.
I'm sure it is. We'll find out for sure next time, though.